Okay, so this is multifidus activation on all fours. I'm going to show you two variations or two levels of this that you can progress from. Basically, multifidus is one of our inner unit muscles that goes up the back of our spine. Great for spinal health. It's a great spinal extensor. It's a great one to really make sure it's really working if we've had a disc bulge or anything like this, because what can happen is if a disc bulge or there's a nerve impingement or anything like that, it can actually deactivate and atrophy a level of our multifidus. And if that's the case, then that's not a good thing. So this is a great exercise for spinal health, deep level core health. This is how we can do it. So we can go against a wall. We don't need the wall for this first progression, but for the second one we will. When we went through our introductory models, we learned how to either hollow our core or brace our core. When we do this exercise, we're going to be hollowing our core. So the way that's going to be is we want to be able to draw our belly in, and that's all we're going to be doing while we do this exercise. We're not going to be actually doing a full-on brace and getting all these external, bigger abdominal muscles working. We just want to get that inner unit working. So that's all we're going to be doing this exercise, is literally just hollowing. So we're going to start on all fours on our hands and knees. Basically in this position, we want to hollow. So we're going to do a hollow. I've drawn my belly button into my spine, and from there all we're going to do is basically, on the first level of this, is we're going to take more weight in one hand and one knee, keeping that hollow the whole time. So right now I've got more weight in my right hand and my left knee. I'm taking a little bit of weight off my left hand and my right knee. So hollow in. I'm doing that, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but you might be able to see some small muscles on one side of my spine starting to activate a little bit more than the other. And I can very finely feel those muscles working. Cool, so I've held that for, I reckon, around 10 seconds. Now I'm going to go to the other side. So, draw in. And I'm just taking more weight in my left hand and my left knee now. And it's not like we feel a big burn or anything like this, but I can feel some muscles on the lateral part of my spine definitely starting to engage. Alright, so the next progression from this is to do exactly what we've just been doing, but what we're going to do now as well is we're going to, the weight, or the leg that we take the weight off, we're going to push that heel against the wall. So basically, so we can have our heels against the wall for this part. And from here it's going to be the exact same. So, belly button in, draw it in. I'm going to take the weight with my right hand and my left knee. So I'm going to take weight off my left hand and right knee. Keeping that hollow. Now I'm going to drive my heel against the wall. And I'm only hollowing, I'm not bracing. Driving that right heel against the wall. And it's actually quite intense. You can feel some interesting stuff happening throughout your core. Alright, so now I'm going to do the other side. So, more weight through my, hollow. More weight through my left knee, my left hand and my right knee. Now I'm going to drive that left heel against the wall. Just hollowing, not bracing. Alright. So it's not an intense, it's an intense exercise in its own right, and you'll feel it's not something that's going to puff you out and you're going to be exhausted afterwards, but you want to feel those deep core muscles working. You want to prevent any rotation happening in your spine, any hip shift or anything like that. You're just taking more weight in one hand and one knee, while resisting that rotation, while just only activating our inner unit when we're doing this. There's no big brace. It's just drawing our belly button into our spine and using those deeper internal core muscles, the inner unit.